What a beautiful and quite special sign you are going to have right at the beginning of this week. This gorgeous little bird is about to fly into your life. I know this sounds crazy, but this gorgeous little bird at the beginning of this week is about to fly into your life, literally. And you know it's going to happen in a form of a sign, in a form of such a good and rather positive omen you're going to have. My gorgeous Taurus, I don't need to tell you what are you going to need to do. The bottom line is, the moment in time you see this little bird at the beginning of this week, you will feel like that bird have literally, flown into your life. And you're also going to feel some kind of connection to this animal, to this bird. But it's not about this, it's about what you're going to feel at that moment in time. So the moment in time you see this gorgeous little bird at the beginning of this week, my gorgeous Torini, at that moment in time you will most certainly know, you will instantly know which limitation in your life do you need to instantly not only observe, but which limitation in your life you need to instantly do something about. You will know instantly which limitation you need to do something about, like straight away, literally. And I'm seeing you taking this so seriously. I'm seeing you feeling this sign, feeling this omen like honestly never before. And this in itself is gonna lead towards you feeling so liberated, feeling so much more happier and having more time to do what you want to do in this life, what you want to do on this spiritual journey. Never mind the fact that your number in numerology is number 34. Do you know that you are going to start seeing things really crystal clear? And there is also somebody so close to you, so important to you, like a family member, or even, like a family member or one of your best friends. You are going to hear about this person who's very close to you, a really big change that they are going to make. You're going to hear about this person who is very close to you, this big change that they want to make. At around the beginning of this week, this is going to be on your mind. And when you hear which big change this particular person in your life is about to make, it's not like you're gonna feel jealous. You will feel like, oh my God, I really want to do this. I really want to do this myself. And it's to do with this one particular person making one of the biggest lifestyle changes you can possibly decide to make. Maybe this is to do with a really big massive move somewhere else. You know what I mean? It really depends. But this is to do with a really massive, big, giant, enormous lifestyle change this particular person in your life who's very close to you is about to make. This is really going to awaken something within you, and you are going to be really happy for that particular person. But then you're also going to start realizing yourself that you feel very, very close to do what that particular person has done. Let yourself go, my gorgeous Taurus. Do what you want to do. Do what you need to do. This is really a lot to do with you. Realizing there are certain things that are missing in your life big time. And the more you kind of think about this, the more you're going to realize that you want to make this type of change as well. And that's why I'm saying to you, the sooner you take this seriously, the sooner you're going to find yourself right there. Not necessarily around that particular person, but you will be doing something like that as well. Within the next couple of years, you're also going to find yourself drifting towards a very, very similar destination. So the sooner you're honest with yourself, the sooner you will be able to start this absolutely incredible journey. There is a reason why there are people in our lives, people who are meant to be in our lives, people who are meant to be on our spiritual journey. There is a reason why they are on our spiritual journey, and this is, my gorgeous Taurus, one of them. And also, when it comes to the beginning of this week, listen, there is something you're going to find out. There is something you're going to find out at the beginning of this week, okay, as well. And what are you going to find out? What are you going to... It's going to bring this clarity, and you're going to become fully aware of something really, really specific. And what are you going to become fully aware of is almost instantly going to make you aware of that there's some kind of idea you have been thinking about. It's like, no baby, no. It's like not good for you whatsoever. What are you going to find out? It's going to confirm this to you. It's going to bring this clarity to you, my gorgeous Taurini, and you will know that this particular idea which you've had, that has been on your mind, some kind of idea, it's not a good idea for you whatsoever. And you have to go with this clarity. You have to go with this confirmation. But it is going to cause, a little bit of a problem and maybe a bit of a disagreement with one other person almost instantly. Okay? It's basically, you must not allow this person to just kind of like prevent you from doing what you want to do. And this is not necessarily a bad person, this is not a necessarily horrible person, but just somebody who's just not going to be able to understand where you are coming from. But you must not allow this to kind of prevent you from moving forward, moving away from that kind of bad idea, that you're going to realize this is a bad idea. You have to go with what are you going to feel in your soul. You have to go with what are you going to feel in your spirit, regardless what anybody says. Even if that person is the closest person to you, you have to go with your own intuition, because not only this is indeed not going to be a good idea for you, whatever this was, but this idea would mess so many things for you, and this idea would never kind of would never allow you to progress in life. I know it sounds really harsh, but this idea would have a negative effect, a negative impact on your life, because it would never allow you to progress in your life, and you wouldn't feel ready to go big things because of this, if that makes sense, and you would kind of stay in your comfort zone as well when it comes to this particular idea. So there's so many aspects of this idea, or to this idea, that are not going to be good for you whatsoever. And what you need to do, you need to really do something about it immediately. You need to act now immediately. And when it comes to this idea, you just need to, when I say that you need to act immediately, you just need to kind of walk away from it, move away from it. And if there is something that you need to do in order to move away from it or walk away from it, or maybe you need to finish something or something like that, I strongly suggest you to do. Because the sooner you do this, my gorgeous Taurini, sooner you're going to be able to move forward with your life. This is very important indeed. So this is something that I need you to pay attention to and take very, very seriously. Okay, to really, to understand that this particular idea is, it's true. It's not going to be good for you whatsoever. And also, my gorgeous Taurini, at around the beginning of this week, you need to pay attention to your body, mind, and spirit, because yet again, the combination with these three, it's going to be completely out of this world, especially when it comes to your body. Is going to really be telling you that what your body needs or what your body doesn't need. Maybe this is going to be, so you will be guided, you will be guided, you will be guided. Your body is going to let you know, it's going to be keep on letting you know at around the beginning of this week what your body needs or what your body doesn't need. Something is going to happen and it's gonna cause like a little bit of an alarm. Seriously, it's gonna be impossible for you not to notice this. It's gonna be impossible for you to avoid this. You can avoid this, of course, if you don't want to do anything about it, but most certainly you will know. Maybe you need to change your diet, maybe you need to eat, maybe you must not eat certain things, it's going to be highlighted, you will know. Maybe you need to do certain exercise, whatever this is, you need to pay attention what your body is going to try to let you know. There is a certain, a sign, an indication that you are going to have. Do you know what I mean? So maybe you are going to need a certain, maybe you're not taking enough vitamins, or maybe nutrition wise your food is not okay. Maybe you are maybe you are overindulging a little bit. You know what I mean? Maybe you are eating something that you shouldn't. You really need to pay attention to the way this is going to happen, because it's not only about you having a sign, what do you need to do when it comes to your body, but you're also going to have this remarkable opportunity, as long as you are paying attention to this, to actually heal yourself, seriously, instantly. So this is what you need to understand. And also, the synchronicities are going to be out of this world when it comes to the beginning of this week towards the midweek. For example, pay attention to these synchronicities, because again, my God, it's just going to be crazy this week, really, because these synchronicities are going to be guiding you towards what particular responsibility you are keep on avoiding. Do you see what I mean? So pay attention to these synchronicities you are going to have at around the beginning of this week towards the midweek, because you will know that you will be keep on being reminded of this responsibility that you are keep on avoiding. And the sooner you deal with this, the much lighter and much happier you're going to have, because this particular responsibility is also that you're avoiding. It's also creating a great deal of negativity at the back of your subconscious mind. You could do so much more. In terms of opening your mind. You cannot open your mind the way you are able to open your mind, because you're avoiding this responsibility. Whatever this is, you need to take this very seriously, because at the same time, you're going to bring such an important karma towards the end, to an end. And you know what happens when some kind of karma with something comes to an end? We're able to move forward with our life. Not only that, but we're able to feel this, we are able to feel this. And that in itself gives us so much passion and energy to do what we want to do. And then we become like big mamas, absolutely unstoppable, brilliant. And also when it comes to the midweek, my gorgeous Torini, when it comes to the midweek, you see, there is something that you are going to come across. There is something that you're going to become very curious. You're going to become very curious about something, like a certain subject or something. You're going to become very curious about some kind of a certain subject or something. It's really going to inspire you. And, it's going to happen so surprisingly, randomly. And there is something that you will become curious to first of all, you're going to become curious, and then you will want to find out more about it. Then you will want to explore it, and then you will want to find out more about it. And then there is something that you will want to learn when it comes to this. It's some kind of learning process connected to it. Why is this going to be important? Because at the same time, you are going to center yourself. You are going to ground yourself. And this is actually going to spiritually enlighten you. The moment in time you start learning this, reading, observing, at that moment in time, this is going to start this spiritual enlightenment I'm talking about here, my gorgeous Torini. And it's going to lead towards you, my God, getting a completely different perspective, on what you need to engage with at this stage of your life. It will open the whole new world of opportunities for you, my gorgeous Torini. And you're going to realize how ready you are, my God, to engage with something new like never before. So this is why this is going to be so important. Like, my goodness. And also, by the time you get to the last part of this week, it's like basically a lot about you completely like having this unexpected situation. How I can describe the last part of this week? Well, you can expect the unexpected, literally. And I know it sounds so corny. My God, she's flowering again. Yeah, I know it sounds really corny, my gorgeous Torini. It's just like basically, but you are, the way for me to describe this is like expect the unexpected. You are basically, something unexpected is going to happen, and it will remind you of something that has basically created so much of an inner conflict in your life. It's going to remind you, so whatever it's going to happen, it's going to remind you of some kind of like some kind of unpleasant memories, something unpleasant, or some kind of unpleasant memories you're going to be reminded of. But it's not just like unpleasant memories. This is to do with things that have been kind of like really creating an inner conflict for a very, very long time. And it's about you, this what you're going to find out. It's important to not only kind of realize what this is, but it's also going to play such a big role when it comes to you, realizing that you need to let go of this really negative thinking about, this negative situation that happened to you in the past, because it's causing you to still, to this day, be stuck in the past. And that in itself means that there is a really big element of you. And I've seen this before, my gorgeous Torini, I've seen this before, that there is this big element of yours from the past that needs healing. The reason why you're going to be reminded of this at around the end of this week, it's not because, oh God, you're going to be tortured. No, baby, no. The reason why you're going to be reminded of this negative situation that happened to you in the past, it's because of a really good and spiritual and beautiful reason. You need to open your mind and understand and realize that this is your chance to heal this aspect of your life. It's not about, oh, you're going down, you're going low. There are lots of people who had bad things happening to them, in their lives. This life is not easy. This life is not easy. This life can be extremely, extremely, extremely difficult. But it's about us, individuals, to turn this around and to make sense of it in such a way where you don't need to, to make a sense of it in such a way where you don't need to forgive something to someone or something like that, but it's just about trying to reflect on this and trying to see this as your strength rather than your weakness. You will realize that this time it's going to be different. There is something really specific you're going to realize out of it. There is something really specific you will learn out of it. And this time it's going to feel different. This time it's going to feel different. And that in itself means that, you are going to, gain an insight you kind of never gained before. And this is going to lead towards you, like, seeing this situation from a slightly different angle for the first time ever. And this will be leading towards you opening your eyes and now suddenly realizing, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Suddenly you're going to realize so many things, and suddenly you're going to snap out of something negative that have caused this unhealthy attachment in your life. So this is going to lead towards you not only getting over something really difficult from your past, becoming so much stronger, but this is also the direct result of that. Almost immediately, you're going to feel refreshed in such a way where your mind is going to become so sharp, and you're instantly going to realize, oh my God, like, which unhealthy attachment do you have? And what do you need to do? And you will realize that you need to do something about it immediately. Everything is going to become crystal clear for you. And why is this so important? Because this has been creating problems when every time when you wanted to start a new endeavor. That's why this is important. And also, it's going to lead towards you 2 or 3 days later realizing so much about this untapped potential in your life. Realizing so much about, oh my God, this fresh start has been here all along, but only now I'm realizing that it's so much closer to me than what I initially thought. This is why this is going to be so important, my gorgeous Torini. Oh my God, absolutely brilliant. And after that, I can see you taking a little break, recharging, relaxing. Whatever this is, I can see you taking a little break, recharging and relaxing. And these insights you are going to have, these realizations you are going to have, you will realize that you are very, very close to your own dreams, my gorgeous Torini. And this is why at this stage of your life, I need you to be as open-minded as you possibly can be. So now, I'm just going to see what our little tarot cards are going to reveal, just like an additional tarot message. Okay, let's just see what an additional tarot message is going to be. Oops, my microphone. Let's just see. I can hear plants moving around me. They're moving constantly. Yeah, so now let's just see. Oh my God, you see, my gorgeous Torini, you're also going to have a brilliant idea. This week you're also going to have such a brilliant idea. What do you want to do next? You know? And there is a reason why you're going to realize so much of this energized potential when it comes to this idea you're going to have this week as well. This idea, there is no doubt it's going to turn your life around. And this idea, you're going to be talking to somebody about it. You know, what do you want to do next? You know, as the next big step in your life, for example. But it's also to do with this energized potential you're going to become aware of. That's why you're going to feel so elevated. And then I can see you talking to this smart, intelligent, wise person who is going to confirm certain things to you, you know, about this idea. And also, my gorgeous Torini, you see this is really important. Something is going to make you feel really negative, and it's to do with a certain person in your life. There is somebody who is now it's a different person, a younger spirit, maybe inexperienced spirit, or a younger spirit as a younger person, or maybe a young spirit as a person who has a younger spirit, or it's maybe even to do with an experienced person. Somebody in your life is trying to do something that they're really inexperienced with, maybe starting some kind of a new venture, and this is way too risky for them, you know, and I need you to let this person know that what they're trying to do, it's not good, and you will be aware of it. This is not the previous person that I mentioned. This is a different person. Like, to me, this feels like a younger spirit. Maybe it's like an older person, but it's like a younger spirit within. But this is going to be brought to your attention. That person is just randomly going to say to you, or in front of you, or around you, that they're trying to start some kind of a venture. And as soon as you hear this, you will think like, no, this is too risky. Don't do that. Don't do that. I really want you to understand how important it is for you to step in and let them know, what you feel about this risky venture, because you're 100% right, my gorgeous Torini. Just scream from the rooftops, shout from the rooftops until this person realizes what do you know about it, because this person is just really gonna go off their own path if they start this risky venture. Whatever this is, it's way too risky. If that person would kind of be like, oh, sad, you would be sad as well. So that's why I'm telling you that this is somebody who is like kind of connected to you. So if you do know it's risky, please do let them know. Hello my gorgeous people, just to let you know, I've just started monthly subscriptions, monthly paid subscriptions, and the more people subscribe to this channel, you know, through monthly paid subscriptions, more content I'm going to be able to make. And this is why this is going to be so important. If you would like to subscribe to this channel through this monthly paid subscription in order to help me to keep this channel going, you will see the link is going to be in the description below. And thank you so much, because I will be ever so grateful.